बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम, गुड इवनिंग एंड नमस्कार टू एवरीवन। मैं हूं फ़खर यूसुफजई और आप देख रहे हैं डिबेट विद फ़खर। आज की डिबेट बड़ी स्पेशल है और बड़ी स्पेशल इस वजह से है कि T20 वर्ल्ड कप का जो टाकरा है वो आपको पता है कि वो शुरू हो चुका है यूएई में। और जब क्रिकेट हो रही हो और इतना बड़ा इवेंट हो रहा हो और उसमें फिर मैच हो रहा हो पाकिस्तान वर्सेस इंडिया। नॉर्मली दोनों टीम्स आपस में, दोनों कंट्रीज आपस में नहीं खेलती, लेकिन इस तरह के बड़े इवेंट्स में, वर्ल्ड कप हो या T20 हो या चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी हो या एशिया कप हो, जो गुज़िश्ता कई सालों से नहीं हो पाया अनफॉर्चुनेटली, बट फिर भी जहां इनके मैचेस आते हैं तो लोगों को, मेरे ख्याल में इंडिया पाकिस्तान के अलावा दुनिया की एक बहुत बड़ी जो व्यूवरशिप है वो देखने के लिए बेताब होती है और वो देखना चाहती है कि पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के दरमियान में जो मैच होता है वो हर दफा जब भी होता है वो बड़ा हिस्टोरिकल होता है। खैर एनीवे, अभी संडे को यानी 24 अक्टूबर को ये एक हाई वोल्टेज मैच पाकिस्तान वर्सेस इंडिया होने वाला है। T20 वर्ल्ड कप का दोनों टीम्स का पहला मैच और दोनों आपस में आमने सामने होंगे। बड़ा प्रेशर होगा दोनों टीम्स के ऊपर। मैं ये नहीं कहता कि प्रेशर नहीं होगा, क्योंकि बड़ा एक मुश्किल होता है। दोनों साइड की जो नेशंस है वो बहुत हाई एक्सपेक्टेशन, हाई होप्स रखती है अपनी अपनी टीम से, और वो चाहती है कि उनकी टीम जो है, पाकिस्तानी चाहते हैं कि हमारी टीम जीत जाए और हिंदुस्तानी चाहते हैं कि हमारी टीम जीत जाए। और हिस्ट्री में हिंदुस्तान की टीम जीतती आई है। ये उन्होंने अपना एक रिकॉर्ड सेट किया हुआ, लेकिन खैर रिकॉर्ड बनते भी हैं और रिकॉर्ड टूटते भी हैं। लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट कि अच्छी क्रिकेट हो। मेरे ख्याल में वो सबसे बेहतर है मैच की, क्योंकि किसी एक टीम ने जीतना है, दोनों टीम्स उसको नहीं जीत सकती। तो T20 वर्ल्ड कप का जो मेला है वो शुरू हो चुका है और इसके ऊपर मेरे साथ मौजूद है आप सबकी जानी पहचानी the most gorgeous lady, Priti Opala is joining me from America. आप जानते हैं क्रिकेट को बहुत अच्छा समझती है, बहुत शौक रखती है। मैं अक्सर इनको देखता हूं इनके ट्विटर पे, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इनके जो ट्वीट्स होते हैं दैट्स रिलेटेड टू द क्रिकेट। वेलकम टू द शो प्रीति, हाउ आर यू?
Assalamu alaikum, Fakhar Saab. Thank you so much. Namaste, namaskar, adab, sat sri akal, everyone. Such a pleasure
थैंक
to
यू।
be back on your show. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you very much, Preeti, and it's a very excited moment for both the country. I think so that Pakistan and India will play a T20 World Cup match in UAE. UAE is, we can say that Pakistan is also playing a cricket from last 8 or 9 years, and India is also playing the second IPL over there in the UAE. What do you think about the both teams? But first of all, I will ask about the Indian team. What do you think that the batting, bowling, spin, and pacers? If I ask the first question about the playing 11 of the Indian squad, what's in your mind about that?
Wonderful question. And just to add to what you said, yes, this is the mother of all matches, one of the most awaited matches, I think, in the world. And it's not just people in India and Pakistan watching it, it's people from all around. And also remember, Dubai, there are so many Indians and Pakistanis who live there.
Yeah.
So even the energy on the streets of Dubai is electric. Everybody's talking about it. Everyone's excited. So it is definitely one for the ages, as we say. Um,
Absolutely.
I'm glad that this match is happening in the Dubai stadium as opposed to the Sharjah one, which is, certainly much slower. I mean, both teams have decent spin, but still, I think this will be a good contest because both have great pace attack, right? And both can play pace pretty well. So it'll definitely be, I think, a good contest. And we hope that they put out the best pitch as possible. And we don't want any issues with that of of all things to affect the result. As far as India's playing 11 is concerned, I do think that they'll make some changes. In the IPL, there were several players that are in this Indian side who played for their franchises. Several of the Mumbai Indian players, I would say, didn't really have a good performance. I think people were generally disappointed. But in the warm up matches, I think we have seen an improvement.
Yeah.
definitely Rohit Sharma, Sky, even Hardik Pandya, who have struggled really during the IPL. They are starting to get their form back. I think it was great to see Rohit play, Sky as well. So this is good news for us, because it was IPL T20, uh, same pitch, same conditions, same almost playing the same opposition in some way. The mix up. So
Yeah.
so for like several members of this Indian team to not really be that on top of things was a bit concerning, but it seems like they're getting back their form. I think there will be changes though. So I think for my playing 11, the openers will be Rohit, Rahul, we'll see Sky, Kohli, Pant. I do not think Ishan Kishan will be playing this time.
Hmm.
We'll have Pandya, Jadeja, and Shardul Thakur, Bumrah, and I think they're going to bring in Varun Chakravarti as a
What do you
new X factor.
Okay, what do you think about the India will go with the pace attack or they will depend on on their spin because they have a very good spinner in their squad. Jadeja, they have that Chahal and things the people are like that. What do you think? What they should do and they will go with their pacer attack or with the spin attack?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think if this match was being held in Sharjah, they would have Ashwin, Jadeja, possibly Rahul Chahar as well, and also Varun. If I don't know if they want to bring four spinners, but maybe they'd have Ashwin, Jadeja, and Varun. But because this
Yeah.
is being played in Dubai, they need to have a balanced side. So I think the spin will come from Jadeja and Varun. I don't think Ashwin will play. Rahul Chahar will not play. Shami will not play. So they have to rely on Bumrah, and I think their X factor is going to be Varun because not a lot of the Pakistani players have played Varun. Varun is a mystery player, and a lot of players find it hard to read him. So if you throw him in the mix, it's new for a lot of teams, and they don't really know what to expect. And he's effective, but got a very unorthodox style, I would say. So they will. If I was a selector, I'd say bring Varun in,
Okay, that's good.
and
You will go for Warren Chakravarti.
yeah, and Jadeja obviously great with the bat, great with the fielding, right? So he can do that. Hardik Pandya, honestly, he is struggling to bowl the 4 overs, so I don't even know if they will use him as an over. They might have to rely on someone else. But I don't want to
What
see
do
Kohli bowl. I mean, I know he had a good run last time. That was good, but I think we need serious full-time bowlers this time.
what do you
So
think about the Benish Kumar? Because in the last match, I think so, in the last warm-up match, when he was bowling, तो गालिबन उनको 59 या 52 runs पड़े थे in his 4 overs without a wicket. What do you think that the Indian squad or the MS Dhoni or the Virat Kohli will go for Benish Kumar or not?
no, I don't think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will play this game. To be honest, he has had an okay IPL season, and usually he's very good. He's one of the top wicket takers of
Yeah.
any IPL, right? This one, not his best. He's very prone to injuries. I think they don't want to overplay him. If they lose him, it will be a problem because he's one of the true swing bowlers that we have, and he swings both
Yeah.
ways. And when effective, he's extremely effective, right? And his economy is usually pretty good. So he didn't have a great day. I think they will rest him out, and they want to maybe save him for towards the end matches, let's say towards the end of the tournament. But I just think that we have such a great selection for us. And remember, all these net bowlers are there. They are technically available. We have
Yeah.
standbys, reserves. Deepak Chahar, right? They're
Yeah.
all available. Should they come in? So I think what India has done is very smart. They made sure that all these players are in Dubai and in the UAE and hanging around,
Yeah.
ready to waiting on deck, as they say, and depending on combinations and how this team is progressing, they will. I think they will make changes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they should experiment now while they can and give other players a try and just get your best 11.
Okay, if we talk about the batting lineup of India, that is absolutely strong, very strong batting lineup. We talked about the Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, and the Pant. I think so. That's the wicket keeper. Reshpa Pant is also a Indian wicket keeper as well. These are the four top batsmen with India. What should do Pakistan? Pakistan should attack only these four, or Pakistan should go for the other middle order, or the I can say that the batsman in the end as a bowler hitter also India have that that is Hardik Pandya and the players like that.
Yeah, a great point. I think they should definitely attack the openers because so I think KL Rahul is probably the best batsman currently in the Indian
Yeah,
team. I think he's been consistent. He had a great IPL. He's definitely, this format suits him. He's going to do very, I'm predicting him to be one of the top scorers of this T20 World Cup. So KL Rahul is in great form. So Pakistan would want to really keep an eye on him and give him the bowlers that can really challenge him. So he is one to look out for. I think our middle order is actually a bit shaky. They sound good on paper, but as far as performance, there have been some weaker performances. Rohit Sharma only recently kind of is showing
yeah.
form. Sky is only showing form. Hardik Pandya, we don't yet know if he's going to really finish games and so on. Kohli has, we are yet to see a solid performance from him. I have to say,
Right.
Rishabh Pant has not had a great IPL, and so far in the warm-up matches either, he has not done he's not the Rishabh Pant that we know, who is exciting and phenomenal and electric.
Exactly.
We are not
You're
seeing
right.
that, right? So I think KL Rahul, Jadeja is having a great run. So Pakistan will want to focus on the openers, and I think Shardul Thakur, Jadeja, they would be important. Go for
Okay.
them. I'd say your fast bowlers, make sure they get the new ball and
Yeah.
I mean, if you win the toss, I think that will be half the job done because then you can dictate what happens. And you should really uh, get your fast bowlers to use the fast ball and get out these key players because then suddenly the whole team looks more vulnerable and fragile. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, pretty now I want to discuss the Pakistan squad. Pakistan have Asif Ali, Babar Azam is a captain, Fakhar Zaman is an opener, Haider Ali, and Khushdal Shah is not, will be in the playing 11, I'm sure about it. Ahmad Wasim, Muhammad Hafiz, Muhammad, and after that, Shadab Khan is a spinner, Shoaib Malik in the middle order. Muhammad Rizwan have a good form, I think, so from last 1.5 year. Babar Azam, Rizwan, Virat Kohli, and Rashba Pant. How you will compare these four players with each other?
Well, I have to say, currently, I think Babar Azam and Rizwan are probably in better nick. I think both Kohli and Pant, yes, the potential is in there, and they have delivered in
Yeah.
the past. But like this current season, this sort of campaign that's going on, haven't seen them really fire. So I think Babar Azam, I think he has a plan. He's coming. He's a man on a mission. I really think he wants to break this record that India has. And records, you're right, records are meant to be broken,
Yeah.
and they will be broken at some time. There's no
Yeah.
record that hasn't gone broken.
Yeah.
So I think he really wants this to be the one.
To
And
break
he's
it.
got a great team. I think this is a better chance than ever before for them to sort of win this one. No matter what happens for the rest of the competition. So
Yeah,
I think you got a lot of all rounders, which is interesting.
yeah,
I think your playing 11 will be important. Who you end up picking for these conditions, and also we also have the same problem, just getting the right combination. It's not just the
exactly.
left, right. No, it's more than that. It's player between the,
Mm,
compare the players with each other and who would be
yeah,
the best person to bowl to, KL Rahul, for example, and what are his weak spots and so on.
yeah.
Strategy needs to be there, I think, on for both the teams.
Okay, pretty. If I talk about the Pakistani batting lineup, our history is that Pakistani batting lineup not that much appropriate and not that much good is India have that. But in last Champions Trophy final, Fakhar Zaman, he is from my province and even from my district, he belongs that. He has made a century in that final match, which was very crucial match for Pakistan, also for India as well. What do you think about the Fakhar Zaman? And if I talk about the Heather Ali, is a new young boy, young batsman, and Imad Wasim in all around performance. If you because he is a spinner as well and all rounder. We can consider him as an all rounder player in Pakistani squad. What do you think about, especially about the Fakhar Zaman
Yeah,
in the opening?
fantastic. That was a great. I think what I love about this format is the differences between the teams get lessened. Test, the differences are exaggerated. So only the best player, the best team wins the test match. Whereas in even IPL sometimes, but yeah, T20, because of it's only 20 overs, anybody can win. You can have like a
Yeah.
Namibia who beats Ireland and comes into the Super 12. This only happens in this format, and I think it's good for the game, and I think it's exciting. So that's why that Champions League was, that was a good, a great contest, I think. And I look, Fakhar Zaman is definitely in good form, and he's gonna want to come out and prove his medal and show his
Yeah.
team and the world that he still got it and that he can, really go for it and be that match winner. I think that he is right. So you do have a lot some good
Mm.
match winners there. I think your other all rounders is a great opportunity, especially for the young guys, great opportunity to come and again prove themselves, show the world what they have,
Yeah.
and I think people will be watching closely to see who they're playing, how they're playing, their style, their pace, how fast they can get it, what are they doing with swing, and so on. So people will definitely be watching for the brand of cricket as well as, of course, the result of the game as well.
Okay, pretty. What do you think about the Pakistani pace attack? We have Shaheen Shah Afridi. We have Shanawaz Dani. He's a young player from PSL, but in a very good nick. We have Haris Rauf. We have Hassan Ali. We have four pacer. What do you think that Pakistan can control India with the pace or with their spinners?
Yeah, so I think your key bowler for this game is going to be Shahin Shah Afridi. He needs to be uh, definitely bowling in, give him the new ball, I don't know about power play or not, but he's key. New ball, Afridi, and attack, I think maybe the openers or really anybody who's in good form, that would be key for him. So I think his 4 overs will be extremely good. Hassan Ali again, I think this is a chance to really use him wisely. I think with Rauf, if he can get his line and length properly, he can
Yeah,
be
that's
very
a big problem. That's a big issue with him.
yeah, because he's very good, but he just, I
Yeah.
mean, with these pitches and the pressure, you have to get it right, or else he could be very expensive, as we saw in
Yeah.
the other games, as we can see with any yes, like fast bowler. This is the problem. They get the wicket, yet if you just miss it by inches, it's gone
Yeah.
for another bad over with a lot of runs, and it doesn't help in if you only have 20 overs. So I I think less spin and more pace and swing, I would say. If this was Sharjah, I would say play all your spinners. But
Hmm.
it's going to be Dubai. It's going to be pretty flat, pretty good, I think, for batting. So the pace attack will be lethal, I think.
Okay, okay. What do you think about the toss? Lots of people are talking about the toss. Who will win the toss? Might be possible they can win the match. I'm not agree with that, but it could be because the due factor is very important over there. And but if Pakistan win the toss in the tomorrow match, but the Pakistan have not a good history to chase. Chasing the total, that's a big issue with us. What do you think about that, how the toss, we can say that it decide the match for tomorrow, high voltage match?
Yeah, you hate for such an exciting match to go down to either conditions, pitch, or even toss. I agree with you. I don't think in the end, look, if you are the better team, then even if you lose the toss, you should win. Look, IPL final, MS Dhoni
Hmm.
lost the toss, and in fact they probably would, I mean, they were sent out and they won because they were the
Yeah.
better team, I think by a mile. So let's hope the toss doesn't have a big, effect on the match. But I think I think Babar Azam has a better record in winning tosses than Virat
Yeah.
Kohli. So I have a feeling he's going to win. Babar Azam is going to win the toss. And if chasing is not their thing, then they should take that into account, and sort of play accordingly.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it when you're batting, when you're chasing, there's a lot of pressure
Yeah.
because now it's on your bat. The winning runs have to come from your bat,
Hmm.
and also they've had a whole I guess innings of the whole team on the field fielding. They're already a little bit tired, so it's a big ask, but uh, we'll see what happens. I think you're right. The due factor does play into account, especially the time that they're playing.
Hmm.
So I think both captains will have a good read of the pitch in the day to see how it is, and I suspect they'll make their final selections and strategy after that. I think they'd want to see what this pitch is doing before because it's it's temperamental. Every match played in Dubai in the IPL was different, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
you
Right.
can't because depends which pitch they'll use. They have some are better than others, let's say.
Yeah.
So we'll have to
Okay,
see.
what do you think about the pressure? Because I think so. It's the big pressure match. Oh, in all over the world, I can say that the people are talking about the Australia versus England, but I am very clear about it that Pakistan versus India, there is no comparison of in the cricket match. What do you think that how to cope with the pressure for Pakistan as well, because lots of people, I think so. The first time they are playing against the Indian team, I think so. After 4 years, last in 2017, we faced the Indian team in the Champions Trophy.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, this is a historic match for both the teams and around the world. I think everybody's very excited. I think that both the teams should just take every match as it comes, enjoy the game. It's a great moment, I think, for cricket. Be present, enjoy it, and just respect the game and have a great match and not worry about the rest of the tournament and all
Yeah.
those other things. You're absolutely right. I mean, even when you look at the Ashes, you look at England and Australia, that
Hmm.
is just not the high voltage competition that it used to
Yeah.
be 5-10 years ago. Honestly, like, no, I don't know who's tuning into the Ashes other than English fans.
Yeah.
Even I
Exactly.
think even the Aussie fans aren't watching. And I would say the India versus England, India versus Australia, and now definitely what tops it all off is India versus Pakistan. These competitions are far more
Yeah.
interesting and fascinating for the fans. And I think India versus Pakistan doesn't get bigger than that, and certainly on this world stage. So definitely, this is where the sport of cricket is. And I think it's a great thing. I think this game
Yeah.
is going to be great for the game, for the global game,
Yeah.
and I just think that both teams are going to have a great time, and they should
Yeah.
enjoy it. And because the
Yeah,
fans are
absolutely.
absolutely going to respect
Absolutely.
the game.
Exactly. I agree with you, Priti, that it's a good day. It's a great day for cricket, for Pakistani fans, for India fans. My last question about the Mahendra Singh Dhoni, your favorite, my favorite. He's the mentor of
Yeah,
this team. Yesterday, after the training, उनकी बात हुई हमारे शाहनवाज दानी इज अ यंग बॉलर फ्रॉम सिंध और बड़े ज़बरदस्त किस्म के राइट फास्ट बॉलर तो उनसे उनकी बात हुई और दानी ने उनको कहा कि सर यू आर लुकिंग वेरी गुड एंड वेरी फिट तो धोनी साहब ने कहा कि नहीं अब तो उम्र खत्म हो गई मेरी और अब उस तरह की फिटनेस का कहते नहीं आप बहुत मजेदार बड़े फिट लग रहे हैं उससे भी ज्यादा फिट लग रहे हैं कितना रोल होगा एम एस धोनी का क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ कहा जा रहा है कि एम एस धोनी इज अ बिग नेम और बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट उनका रोल है इसमें कोई शक नहीं है और उन्होंने हम कह सकते हैं कि उन्होंने दिखाया है अपना जो फॉर्म है अपनी जो क्रिकेट है और जिसे कहते हैं स्पिरिट है वो हमने देखी है उनकी वो कोई उसमें वी डोंट हैव एनी डाउट अबाउट दैट बट व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट एम एस धोनी स्पेशली इन दिस वर्ल्ड कप एज अ मेंटर
yeah, he is the championship winning captain, right? And
या
I think we
आईपीएल
always see him as that inaugural T20 win was how he started his career in a way, and it's coming full circle now. I think after 14 years, he comes back to mentor. It's certainly very faithful, and I love that he speaks to young players, not just the Indian team, but all young players. And this is
या
amazing that he spoke to the young Pakistani
या
bowler, and is I know he's very popular in Pakistan. They love him there, which is amazing because
Too much popular.
they don't care so much for other players. But
Yeah,
I know MS Dhoni's been always a superstar there. I think in this
absolutely.
IPL, yes, captaincy he was brilliant, but there were two or three times when he played convincingly, right? And one he even took the team to the playoffs, which was to the finals, I should say, which was
Yeah,
very, very important on his bat. And we saw the old Dhoni when he finished it off with a six, and he still got it. And he's only 40. He looks very fit. He actually looks a little stronger than before, I would say. I don't think in fitness or spirit or in any area he's any slower or less effective than he ever was. I think he's
yeah,
going to be key. He'll have great ideas about selections and
yeah,
for all the young, the mental attitude, composure, all that. It's priceless. But these players have to play the game. He's not going to be able to play
yeah,
the game and finish it for them. So it'll just be great. It'll be advice and motivation. They still have to take it in and go out there and win for him. I would say it really comes full circle, right? And I
right.
think Kohli needed that extra eye and ear. Uh, he needed a tactician, which I don't think the team had, and I don't think he, as good a batsman as he is, I think captaincy is different,
Yeah,
right? There's
absolutely
many,
right.
many different qualities. You need to be a great captain. And I've always thought he was a better batsman, especially in the shorter format,
Yeah,
which anyway,
absolutely.
this is his last thing. So this is also a chance for him to maybe end his T20 captaincy with a win. I think
Yeah,
that would be
exactly.
like icing on the cake for him. So, but I think MS is immense, and
Exactly.
it's so exciting to see him in action.
बिल्कुल हमारे यहाँ जब पाकिस्तान इंडिया का मैच हुआ करता था तो जब 3 या 4 लोग आउट हो जाते थे तो हमारे यहाँ कहा जाता था मैं खुद हमने कहा भी एम एस धोनी रहते हैं अगर वो आउट हो गए तो फिर वी कैन कोप विद द इंडियन टीम
Yes,
बिलीव मी कि ये एक हिस्ट्री रही और मतलब मैं कभी एम एस धोनी से क्या किसी इंडियन प्लेयर से मैं कभी नहीं मिला इत्तेफाक है बट मुझे वो आदमी आई डोंट नो दैट लेकिन मुझे इंतहाई पसंद है मतलब क्रिकेट एज ए क्रिकेटर भी एंड विदाउट अ क्रिकेटर मतलब एज ए ह्यूमन
yes,
इज ए ग्रेट पर्सन बहुत नाइस मेरे पाकिस्तान की टीम में यूनस खान इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट बड़े मतलब एज ए ह्यूमन बड़े अच्छे और इंडियन टीम में बहुत अच्छे अच्छे प्लेयर्स आए हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब एक से बढ़कर एक प्लेयर उनके पास आया, बट इस बंदे का, और जिस वक्त ये थ्रो इनके पास आती थी लॉन्ग ऑन या लॉन्ग ऑफ से, तो यूं एक हाथ से पकड़ के उसकी तरफ देख के और यूं विकेट को मारते थे। आई लव इट, बिलीव मी, आई लव दैट कि उसका जो स्टाइल था क्या क्लास किस्म का, कि वो विकेट्स को नहीं देखते थे बट उसका थ्रो जो है वो मतलब कभी मिस नहीं होता था इस चीज में। तो नो डाउट कि इंडिया बड़ा लकी है कि एम एस धोनी जैसा उनको कैप्टन मिला
There
था।
will never be another, I think, like him. He was definitely in a league of his own, and when we talk about the greats of the game, he's
Yeah,
definitely up there for
no
sure.
doubt. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल प्रीति, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग द शो, एंड वी विल ट्राई इन द वर्ल्ड कप व्यूअर्स, हम कोशिश करेंगे क्योंकि प्रीति का और हमारा टाइम का डिफरेंस बहुत ज़्यादा है, लेकिन फिर भी वो ज्वाइन करती है। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दैट। और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप का जो हाई वोल्टेज मैच है इसके हवाले से और इसके अलावा भी हम कोशिश करेंगे कि बाकी जो मैचेस है, न्यूज़ अपडेट तो आपके साथ हम शेयर करते रहते हैं, लेकिन क्रिकेट अपडेट्स की भी कोशिश करेंगे कि हम आपके साथ शेयर करें। प्रीति, thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you,
the show,
Fakhar Saab.
and
Thank you to your wonderful audience. And guys, I hope you have a great game, and may the best team win.
एग्जैक्टली, एब्सोल्युटली राइट। और अपने नर्व्स को काबू में रखना होता है, एज ए व्यूअर भी एंड एज ए प्लेयर भी। मैच है, किसी एक ने जीतना है। पाकिस्तान जीत सकता है जो पहले नहीं जीता, और हिंदुस्तान जीतता आ रहा है और वो भी जीत सकते हैं, कोई वो नहीं है, क्योंकि दोनों पे डिपेंड करता है कि कौन अच्छा परफॉर्म करता है उस दिन ग्राउंड के अंदर, अपने नर्व्स के ऊपर कंट्रोल रखता है। ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होती है और स्पोर्ट्समैन स्पिरिट का मुजाहरा करता है। देखेंगे बिल्कुल और एंजॉय भी करेंगे इस मैच को, बहुत ज्यादा शिद्दत के साथ सबको इंतजार है। तो मिलेंगे, आई होप सो। मैच से पहले आप लोगों के साथ एक और मुलाकात भी होगी और मैच के बाद भी होगी, जो भी जीता होगा उसके हवाले से हम बात करेंगे। प्रीति, थैंक यू वेरी मच, एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच viewers for watching Debate with Fakhar Yousafzai. Take care and bye.